Listen to me. Success ain't about luck. It's not about talent. It's about what you do every single day. Every day you wake up, you've been given 86,400 seconds. The question is, what are you doing with it? Are you wasting it or are you making it count? You don't get to greatness on the days you feel good. You get to greatness when you grind through the days you don't. You show up when it's rain. You show up when you're tired. You show up when the world tells you to quit. Because that's what winners do. They keep showing up every single day. Some of you are waiting for the perfect moment. You're waiting for motivation. You're waiting for somebody to believe in you. But let me tell you something. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. You need that mindset that says, I don't care how I feel. I made a decision and I'm sticking to it. Don't you dare go another day being average. Don't you dare let another 24 hours slip by without chasing your dream. If today was your last, would you be proud of how you spent it? Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to win. But let me tell you the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. Motivation is not enough. It's not. Motivation feels good, sounds good, looks good on a poster or in a video clip. But the reality is, motivation will lie to you. One day it's there, the next day it's gone. One moment you're fired up, the next moment you're questioning why you started. That's why successful people don't depend on motivation. They depend on discipline. You can't build your dream on your feelings. Because feelings change. You feel excited in the morning, but by afternoon you're tired. You feel inspired after watching a motivational video, but by next week you forget everything it said. You feel like going to the gym on Monday, but by Thursday you want to sleep in. That's why motivation doesn't build champions, discipline does. The people at the top, the ones who achieve real success, they don't wake up every morning excited. No, they wake up with a mission. They wake up with commitment. They wake up with discipline. Discipline is doing what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left you. That's the secret. You think people win by being motivated all the time? No, they win because they disciplined enough to do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. The student who gets top grades, they don't always feel like studying, but they do it anyway. The athlete who becomes world class, they don't always feel like training, but they show up anyway. The entrepreneur who builds a successful business, they don't always feel like grinding, but they grind anyway. You can't let your emotions lead your life. Emotions are unstable. Discipline is steady. Discipline is what will wake you up at 5 a.m. when your bed is warm and your body says no. Discipline is what will get you to your desk when your mind says later. Discipline is what will separate you from every other person who wants success but isn't willing to fight for it every day. Here's what I learned the hard way. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. That's it. Your life will reflect your discipline, not your desires. You can want success all you want. You can dream about the money, the respect, the house, the car. But if you don't have the discipline to grind for it every day, you'll never see it. Because your dreams don't work unless you do. Discipline means showing up when no one's clapping for you. When there's no audience, no likes, no followers, just you, your grind, and your vision. That's when discipline kicks in. When it's boring, when it's hard, when it's lonely. Discipline is doing it right even when no one's watching. Because you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the future version of you. You have to train your mind to obey you. Your body doesn't want to work out. Too bad. We do it anyway. Your mind says skip today. No, we don't negotiate with weakness. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about freedom. The freedom to live the life you were born to live. The freedom that comes when you've earned your success, not just hope for it. Too many people want shortcuts. They want easy. But success isn't easy. That's why it's called success. Because not everyone has the discipline to reach it. You can't cheat the grind. It knows how much work you've put in. You can't fake discipline. It shows. You either live it or you don't. If you want to be different, you have to move different. You have to think different. You have to start relying on feelings and start depending on systems, on routines, on discipline. That's the mindset that changes lives. That's the mentality that creates greatness. Every single day you wake up with a choice. Do I do what I feel like doing, or do I do what I must do to win? Make the right choice, not just today, but every day. That's discipline. And that's what separates dreamers from doers. You get 86,400 seconds every single day. That's it. That's the gift you woke up with this morning. That's your paycheck from life. No more, no less. And once it's gone, it's gone. You can't roll it over to tomorrow. You can't refund it. You can't save it. You either use it wisely or you waste it forever. Time is the most valuable thing you have. And most of y'all are acting like you've got 1,000,000 years left. You're walking around like life gave you a reset button. It didn't. People say money is power. Nah, time is power. You lose money, you can get it back. You lose your phone, you can buy a new one. You lose time, you don't get that back. There's no rewind button, no pause. Life keeps going whether you're using your time or throwing it away. Some of y'all are rich in potential but broke in discipline because you don't respect time. You treat your minutes like they're worthless and then wonder why your life feels like it's standing still. Let me ask you this. What did you do with your last 24 hours? Did you build? Did you grow? Did you hustle? Or did you scroll, sleep, waste, and repeat? Be honest with yourself. Because how you spend your time tells me exactly how serious you are about your dream. You say you want to be great, but your schedule doesn't match your mouth. You say you want success, but you're binge watching shows like it's your full-time job. If your dream is serious, your time management has to be even more serious. You don't need more time. You need to stop wasting the time you already have. Every successful person has the same 24 hours you do. Every champion, every CEO, every leader. You think they got extra hours in a day? No. They just don't waste them. They plan, they execute, they stay focused. They're not perfect, but they're intentional. And that's what separates them. They don't let their days slip through their fingers. Every minute matters. Every hour counts. You think 10 minutes scrolling your phone doesn't matter? Multiply that by 365 days. That's 60 hours gone in a year. And that's just 10 minutes a day. Think about the hours you waste complaining, the hours you spend worrying, the hours you give away to things that don't help you grow. You're giving your time to people who wouldn't even give you 5 seconds of effort. You're loaning your minutes to distractions, to drama, to comfort, and those things pay you back in regret. You want to change your life? Start by changing how you treat your time. Wake up with purpose. Don't hit the snooze button. That's your dream you're snoozing on. Don't waste your weekends. Those are bonus hours to get ahead. Don't let time pass without making it count, because one day you're going to look back and realize time didn't wait for you. Life kept moving while you were standing still. You think tomorrow's promised? It's not. You don't know how much time you really have. Some of y'all are acting like you're going to live forever. You're putting off your goals, your hustle, your greatness. For what? For comfort? For fear? For later? What if later never comes? What if all you've got is today? Would you still waste it, or would you fight for every second like it's gold? I need you to wake up every day with urgency, with hunger, with fire, like your time is running out, because it is. I need you to be honest with yourself. Track your time. Audit your days. Look at what's still in your future, and then make a decision. Are you going to let life slip by, or are you going to use every second like it's the key to your dream? Stop saying, I don't have time. You do have time. You just have to choose what's worth it. If it doesn't build you, grow you, or move you forward, it doesn't deserve your time. Be ruthless about it. Protect your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future is built in the minutes you're wasting right now. Stop letting them go. Use them, own them, respect them. Make every second work for you. That's how you win. That's how you rise. That's how you make it count. Anybody can work hard when they feel good. Anybody can show up when they're excited. Anybody can push when everything is going right. That's easy. That doesn't take strength. That doesn't take discipline. That doesn't make you different. What separates the real ones from the pretenders is what you do on the hard days, the days you feel broken, the days you're tired, the days you don't feel like it. Those are the days that define you. I'm talking about the days when the alarm goes off and your body says, stay in bed. When your mind says, take a break, it's just one day. When life hits you in the gut and you don't even know how you're still standing, that's the test. That's the moment. That's when it matters most. That's when the greats are made. You think champions are built on sunny days? No, they're built in a storm. They're built when it's cold, when it's dark, when nobody is watching, when quitting would be the easy way out. But they keep going. They lace up anyway. They show up anyway. They grind anyway, because they know one truth: consistency through pain leads to progress. If you only show up when things are comfortable, you will never reach your full potential. Success don't live in comfort. It lives in the struggle, in the extra rep, in the late nights, in the early mornings, in the sweat, the tears, the doubt, the fear, and still pushing forward, still doing the work, still showing up every single day like the dream depends on it, because it does. Let me tell you something. The hard days are your advantage. The days you want to give up are the days most people do give up. That's where the gap is created. That's where you separate yourself. Every time you grind when you don't feel like it, you widen the distance between you and everyone else. You're building mental muscle. You're building discipline. You're building a mindset that doesn't crack under pressure. You think I wake up every day full of energy, full of fire? No. I'm human just like you. There are days I don't want to do it. There are days I question everything. But I made a decision a long time ago. My feelings don't run my life. My purpose does. My mission does. My grind does. Because my dream is bigger than my mood. My why is stronger than my weakness. You've got to get to a point where quitting isn't even an option. Where you say to yourself, I may not be the most talented. I may not be the smartest. I may not be the fastest, but I will outlast everybody because I don't stop. That's your superpower. Not perfection, not talent, persistence, especially when it's hard. You've got to learn how to work through pain. You've got to learn how to push through pressure. You've got to learn how to look adversity in the face and say, you won't break me. Because the truth is, life doesn't care about your feelings. Life doesn't stop because you had a rough morning. Life keeps moving, and either you keep up or you get left behind. The ones who win are the ones who keep going. Don't wait for things to get easier. Don't hope for an easy life. Hope to be stronger, hope to be better, hope to become the kind of person who doesn't fold when things get hard, who doesn't complain when the grind gets tough, who doesn't back down when life starts swinging. Because life will test you. It will break you if you let it. But if you keep showing up, you become unbreakable. Every hard day is a chance to prove to yourself that you're serious. Every day you feel like quitting, but choose to keep going. That's you building a legacy. That's you stepping into greatness. That's you becoming the version of yourself you were born to be. You don't get that version by coasting. You get it by grinding when it hurts. So the next time you don't feel like it, the next time life knocks you down, the next time everything in you says stop, I want you to remember this. You've come too far to quit now. You didn't start this journey to give up halfway. You didn't sacrifice all that time, all that energy, all that pain just to throw it away because today feels hard. This is the price of greatness. This is the cost of success. And if you want it bad enough, you show up, especially on the hard days. When you start this journey, when you say you want to be great, when you say you're chasing your dream, you better have a vision. You better know exactly why you're waking up at 5 a.m. You better know exactly what you're fighting for. Because if you don't have vision, you're not going to make it. The pain will get too loud. The obstacles will look too big. And the moment you lose sight of your why, that's the moment you'll quit. It's easy to dream when life feels good. It's easy to talk about goals when everything's lined up. But I'm talking about holding on to that vision when everything is trying to rip it from your hands. When you're getting no support, when people laugh at you, when your bank account's on zero, when nobody believes in you but you. That's when the vision has to be louder than your surroundings. That's when the dream has to scream louder than the doubt. Most people fail because they let life blind them. They let distractions pull them off course. They let failure convince them that maybe they're not cut out for it. But let me tell you something. Vision is power. Vision will guide you through the darkness. Vision will keep you standing when the storm hits. Vision will remind you who you are and what you're capable of. Without vision, you're just reacting to life. But with vision, you take control. You create your path. You shape your future. I remember the days I was sleeping in abandoned buildings, eating out of trash cans, and everybody wrote me off. But I had a vision. I saw the man I wanted to become before the world saw it. I saw the impact I wanted to make. I saw the lives I wanted to touch. And I never let that image leave my mind. Even when I was broke, even when I was crying, even when I had every reason to give up, I held on to that vision like it was oxygen, because it was. That dream kept me alive. You've got to keep your vision in front of you at all times. Write it down, speak it, picture it every single day. See the house, see the car, see the degree, see the success. See yourself walking in purpose. You've got to make your dream so real in your mind that it pulls you forward when everything else is pushing you back. You've got to become obsessed with the future you, because the only thing stronger than your excuses is your vision. You're going to get tired. You're going to feel lost sometimes. You're going to question whether it's all worth it. And that's when the vision has to kick in. That's when you remind yourself, I didn't come this far to stop. I didn't put in all this work to quit. I saw something in myself before anyone else did, and I'm not letting that go. You've got to talk to yourself. You've got to speak life into your dream. You've got to protect your vision from everything that tries to blur it. I need you to understand something. Your vision is yours. Nobody else is going to see it the way you do. Don't expect people to understand it. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for applause. People didn't see what you saw at 2 a.m. when you were crying, when you were praying, when you were grinding. They didn't see the fire that lit inside you. That vision is personal. That vision is sacred. Guard it with your life. When you wake up and the grind feels heavy, go back to the vision. When you lose a client, fail an exam, miss a shot, go back to the vision. When your circle gets quiet and the world turns its back, go back to the vision. That's your compass, that's your anchor, that's your fuel. You don't need motivation when you've got vision, because vision burns deeper. Vision lasts longer. Vision doesn't depend on how you feel. It depends on who you're becoming. You've got to be the kind of person who can see the finish line even when you're still at the starting block. You've got to walk like you're already successful. Think like you've already made it. Grind like the dream is already real. Because the only way to make it real is to believe it first. So whatever your dream is, hold it close. Keep it alive. Let it guide your steps. Light your fire and carry you through every dark day. That's how you become unstoppable. Excuses are the enemy of execution. Excuses are what weak people use to stay in the same place year after year. Excuses sound good. Excuses feel comfortable. Excuses give you a reason to sleep in, a reason to take a break, a reason to quit, but they will never give you results. Excuses will never get you to your dream. They are chains holding you down while your future is calling your name. Let's be real. Everybody's got something. Everybody's got a reason to quit. You think you're the only one going through pain? You think you're the only one with problems? You think successful people didn't have hard days, losses, trauma, broken homes, sickness, failure? The difference is they didn't use it as a crutch. They didn't say it's hard, so I'm stopping. They said it's hard, but I'm still going. See, life isn't fair. Let me say it again. Life isn't fair. So what? What are you going to do? Sit in the corner and cry about it? Or get up and fight anyway? Because the truth is, nobody cares about your excuse. The world will still move on without you. The clock is still ticking. Your competition is still grinding. Opportunity is still passing by. Whether you're making excuses or making progress, time don't wait. You say, I'm too tired. So is everybody chasing something big. You say, I don't have the resources, so build with what you got. You say, I wasn't born with connections. Good. Neither were most. Legend. You say, I failed before. That's called experience. You say, I don't know where to start. Start anywhere, but stop giving yourself an out every time it gets uncomfortable. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to stop letting your excuses out-talk your hustle. Your excuses are lies. Lies your mind tells you to protect your comfort zone. Lies your fear whispers in your ear to keep you average. Your excuses will pat you on the back while stealing your future. They sound like protection, but they're poison. And I get it. Some of y'all went through real pain. Some of y'all were dealt a rough hand. But that doesn't mean you stop. That means you fight harder. That means you take all that pain, all that anger, all that hurt, and you use it. You turn it into fuel. You turn it to drive you. Because nothing is more powerful than a person who decides, no matter what, I'm not quitting. Let me tell you what's worse than failure: regret. Regret because you listened to your excuses. Regret because you sat on your potential. Regret because you talked yourself out of trying. I'd rather fail chasing my dream than succeed doing nothing. I'd rather fall 10 times moving forward than stand still making excuses. You want to change your life? Cut the excuses. All of them. The big ones, the small ones. Kill them. Replace them with action. Replace them with discipline. Replace them with ownership. Own your situation. Own your story. Own your choices. Because once you stop blaming everything around you, you start taking control. You've got to get to the point where you say, whatever it takes. I'm doing it. Not if it's convenient, not if it feels good, not if I'm motivated, whatever it takes. No plan B, no safety net, just pure focus, discipline, and execution. That's how you win. Not by being perfect, not by being lucky, but by being committed, fully, relentlessly. So from this moment on, every time an excuse comes into your head, shut it down, replace it with action. Feeling tired? Do it anyway. Don't know how? Learn. Don't have time? Make time. You broke? Use your grind as currency. Use your work ethic as capital. Build from the dirt if you have to, but build. You got to stop looking for sympathy and start building strength. Nobody's coming to save you. You are your rescue. Your grind is your way out. Your mindset is your weapon. Your dream is waiting, but only for the version of you who's done playing small. The version of you who cuts every excuse and says, let's go. Because once you kill the excuses, all that's left is action. All that's left is progress. All that's left is transformation. And that's where your greatness lives. Hunger is the difference between average and elite. You show me someone who's hungry, and I'll show you someone who's unstoppable. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care what degree you have, how many followers you got, or how good you looked last year. If you're not hungry, you're not dangerous. The second you get comfortable, you start dying. The second you start thinking you made it, life will humble you fast. That's why I say stay hungry, stay humble. The hunger keeps you grinding. The humility keeps you grounded. You need both. You need that fire that says, I'm not there yet. I've got more to do. You need that drive that wakes you up in the morning before the alarm, that voice in your head that says, go harder, don't settle. There's more in you. But at the same time, you got to stay humble, because when you let your ego get bigger than your work ethic, you're finished. The moment you start thinking you're too good to learn, too good to grow, too good to struggle, that's when you fall. Life doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Your past success doesn't guarantee your future. You got to earn it again every single day. See, hunger is not about desperation. It's about obsession. It's about being so locked in on your purpose that you refuse to coast. It's about being grateful for how far you come, but not satisfied. That's the key. Be grateful, but never satisfied. You can be proud, but still want more. You can be thankful, but not slow down. There's another level. There's always another level. I've seen people blow up fast and fall even faster. You know why? Because they stopped being hungry. They stopped training like they were broke. They stopped studying like they were failing. They stopped showing up like they had something to prove. And the game humbled them, because the grind never ends. There's no finish line to greatness. You don't graduate from hustle. You don't retire from growth. You got to act like you're still at the bottom, even when you're at the top. You've got to train like an underdog, even when you're the champion. That's how you stay ahead. That's how you keep your edge. You've got to remind yourself there's someone out there who wants what you have. Someone watching your every move, studying your every step, waiting for you to get lazy so they can take your spot. And humility, that's what keeps you learning. That's what keeps your feet on the ground. It reminds you that you're not better than anyone. You're just blessed. It reminds you to respect the process, respect the struggle, and respect the people around you. You can't grow if you think you've already arrived. You can't improve if you think you know it all. Stay coachable. Stay a student, stay open. Some of y'all got dreams, but you want to act like you're already famous, like you've already won. And that mindset is killing your progress. Because success doesn't care about your image. It doesn't care about your status. It cares about what you do when no one's watching. It cares about your work behind the scenes, that quiet grind, that silent hustle, that willingness to do the boring stuff day after day because you know it's getting you closer. Every day you got to wake up and earn it again. Not just for the money, not just for the applause, but because this is who you are. This is what you were born to do. This is your lane. And you're not just hungry to eat once. You want to keep eating. Keep building, keep serving, keep growing. And you stay humble because you know the same grind that built you can break you if you slip. So I'm telling you, don't lose the fire. Don't let your past victories weaken your future grind. Celebrate, yes. Reflect, yes. But then get back to work. Get back to chasing. Get back to pushing. The work doesn't stop. And if you want to stay great, you've got to keep doing the things that made you great. Keep your hunger, guard your humility. That's how you rise. That's how you last. You've got one shot at this life, one. And every single day you wake up, you're either building something or you letting it ride. You're either getting better or staying the same. You're either using the day or wasting it. And I need you to understand something deep. You don't get today back. There's no rewind button, no do-overs. Once the sun goes down, it's gone. That 24 hours is never coming again. And too many of y'all are living like you've got forever. Like time is on your side. Like you can chase your dream tomorrow. Like you can fix your habits next week. Like you can start taking life seriously when you feel like it. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow is not promised. The clock is ticking, and it's not ticking for fun. It's ticking toward your finish line. So how are you using your time? You say you want to be great. You say you want to leave a legacy. You say you want to make your family proud. But I watch the way you move, and your actions don't match your words. You move like you've got time to waste. You move like effort is optional, like excellence is a suggestion. You want success, but you don't respect the process. You want the prize, but you don't want the pain. You think grinding is a mood? You think discipline is a trend? No, it's a lifestyle. It's a mindset. It's an obsession. You've got to wake up every day and say, I'm not wasting this.